Today we're at Mill TownE Center. Mill TownE Center. It has an E at the end of it. I'm saying it. It's Mill TownE Center. We're going to take a walk around this area. I haven't been over here in a while, actually. Usually I go to the Mexican food places on the end over there, but I've not really been to any of the other businesses in this center, and it's been a very prominent place in Arizona and Tempe areas for quite some time. It's always looked kind of different than most of the other shopping centers around, so we'll take a look and go walk around and hopefully not get yelled at by anybody. Here we go. Cute. I got my keys and stuff. I gotta try to get this bag in my pocket. Ow. Alright. OPA Tempe Bar and Grill. So here is one edge of it. The sign is out there. We might have to walk around to go get that as part of the marquee. Let's take a walk. Oh, I forgot to lock the car, dang it. Let me lock it real fast. Maybe. There we go. Car is locked. It's just past 1 a.m. here. So it's really early in the morning. Well, here's the back of the sign. It actually says something on it. Welcome to Mill TownE Center. There are other signs around. This is kind of the main sign, but it's blocked by this wall, and it's kind of a steep drop on the other side there. So we'll just take a walk around, and maybe we'll get that near the end. But anyway, let's go ahead and start walking. I kind of want to go into the middle first, and then we'll come back around the edge. Not sure what this place sells. OPA Tempe Bar and Grill. Oh, there it is. Panini, salads, wraps, pita, coffee bar. That's what it is. There's somebody sleeping up here on the deck, so we'll kind of keep our distance away. Mill TownE Studios. Oh, it's got an E at the end of it. You gotta say TownE. This looks like it used to be a drive-through. I don't really know much about it, but it's the Mill TownE Hall. I think this is like the main office. So some of the weird parts about this place is further out here, there's actually like a second story. And I don't know if there's more businesses up there or what the deal is. I guess we'll find out today. There's a chiropractor. My keys are clicking against my pocket here. I'm trying to fix that. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Aloha yogurt. Oh, there's actually still people over here. Is this a bar or something? Health, Beauty, and Wellness Studio. Beijing Express. Chinese food. Oh, here's the directory. Go take a look at that. All sorts of cool places. How you guys doing? Leasing office. Hawaiian Grill. Didn't actually expect there to be places still open at this hour. I guess this is some sort of bar. There's a guy out back over there. I don't want to really interrupt him while he's working. Looks like he's dumping stuff into the trash, so we're gonna move off to this side and maybe we'll come back the back way. I do hear some music playing. Neighborhood bar, brick and bar, there it is. That's probably gonna get copyright ID, but hey, we're here. Here's the USA Egg, I think this is. I don't know what this place is. Breakfast and lunch. Grand opening. More people around, so we'll keep going straight. Tom's BBQ. It's a barbecue place. Chicago style. They've been located in the valley for a while. This location here, I believe they've had it for a very long time. They used to be mostly based in Mesa, but I guess they moved. I'm not exactly sure where they moved, but they moved about a couple of years ago. But that place in Mesa, that was one of their biggest. They had like all their trucks stationed there and most of their cooking equipment. Renaissance jewelry. Of course, which shopping center is not complete without a State Farm office? I don't know why you need to have a State Farm office here. Because these shopping places seem very centered around like walkability, kind of, which is kind of out of place versus everything else, because you pretty much need a car anywhere else around here. But a lot of these shops are all close together. Looks like the gun store's closed down. That's weird. I wonder why that is. That used to be Alpha Dog. It popped up right around the time just before the pandemic. Fancy Escalade with the music blaring. Here's one of the secondary signs for Mill TownE Center. Can't really get much closer than this. I might be able to. I don't know if there's anything in these bushes though. We'll do it. Why not? Mill TownE Center and Sombrero's Mexican food. Sombrero's is a restaurant that's been here for as long as I can remember. I believe it's been here longer than I've been alive. It's pretty good Mexican food. They're more of a chain restaurant now, but I don't know if this was the original one or not. There might have been some others that were in Phoenix that were here longer than this one, but this one's been here for a very long time. Me and the family used to come here every Tuesday for Taco Tuesday. But now we all work weird shifts and stuff. That was back when I was in high school. Sombreros. They got pretty good food in there. One of the few places here that actually has a drive-thru too. This was kind of unique. Long ago, there wasn't a lot of Mexican food restaurants that had a drive-thru. It's not built like your normal typical drive-thru though. There's no sign to order. You just roll up to the window and just tell them what you want. So it's a little bit slower than your normal drive-thru would be at a fast food restaurant. It smells like tortilla chips, or at least maybe the oil that they use for it. We go to Sombreros, used to go there a lot. But now, we don't really go there too much anymore. Here's the back half of this place. Looks like there's some sort of maybe sewer truck or something. Man, that State Farm office is pretty large. The lighting here is really strange. Like they got this one ginormous lamp that kind of illuminates this whole area. But while walking up to it, you can't really see anything. I'm not sure. Should we head backwards on the back end? Not sure what's actually back here. It seems a little dark. Not very much going on back here. I'm sure the front's going to be more exciting to look at. But while we're back here, let's take a look. Lots of back entrances to the businesses around. They even have covered parking back here. Trying to see up through some of these windows where they're still open and left on. See what kind of place is up there. I wonder if once we get around to the back side, or done with the back side here, maybe that worker that was outside is done doing the outside trash stuff. So I'll be able to walk around the front without getting random people in my... Yeah, this is a lot different than I expected. I wasn't expecting there to be a place that's still open at this hour on a Thursday. Well, actually it's Friday morning now. Seeing some neon signs through the window up there. Readjusting the strap. So this side also has one of those weird, really large lights, and it casts a very strange light thing onto the trees up here. But something I would think would be kind of frustrating is if you're the guy that lives right here. That light's always blowing into your window. The guy's still over there doing the trash. He's coming this way. Since he's over here now, we're going to loop around him. Now we can get a good view of the front side. Alright, so he's not back there anymore. He's back over there rolling into the garbage. And now we get to see along the front of the building. Mill TownE Executive Business Center is what this whole place is called. Looks like they got plenty of places to lease. It's starting to smell like marijuana outside. Wow, look at this. There's some like music playing. I don't know if that's part of the ambience of the area, or is that inside of one of these buildings that they just left it going? Cryo cool. Oh, cold sculpting. Latitude 33 contracting. Beauty bar upstairs. Laser by Christine. We're on the back side of the bar right now, so we might hear some music. Here's kind of the courtyard area where we were by USA earlier. Let's take a look at this fire. Looks like they got a Alfred Hitchcock on the elevator. Why is that exactly? I don't know. We're gonna leave this area so we don't have to get copyright music continuously. It's probably gonna get flagged, so we'll see. Tanning salon. What does that say? Bear Desire Studios. And there's a lot of like beauty center and skincare center places up here. Life Center, Beauty Center, Face Effects, Cold Sculpting. Like, I don't know why you would put all these places all next to each other. There's a dental place up there. I guess that's different. Oh, there's hypnosis. You can get hypnotized. We're at the last edge area here. Hypnotherapy. Timeless tradition. Unlock your potential. It sounds fake. I don't believe it. Anyway, well, that's the interesting spots up there. I probably won't go to any of these businesses, but hey, they exist. As we said before, we're going to kind of walk around the front side now. Although we did kind of do that for the most part. Let's walk along the street. There's still people standing out there talking. This also gives us another view of the sign. A lot of this stuff is kind of hidden by all these large trees over here. These large trees are very well established and have been here for many years, which gives this place a lot of character, but also hides a lot of what's going on over here. So unless you actually physically walk it, you don't really know what's back here. Here's one of the main signs. Might use that one for the marquee, although I kind of like the other one. There's a person walking towards us, so I'm going to try to avoid. Might point the camera away too. There are sure a lot of people walking around at 1 a.m. in the morning over here. It's kind of cut me off guard. You know, usually when I come and do these types of videos, there ain't no one here. And that's kind of what I was aiming for. Was to be able to just waltz over here and kind of do my own thing without having interruptions. But not all places are like that. I just wouldn't have thought that any bar would have anything going on 1 in the morning on a Thursday or Friday morning, I guess. Yogurt bar. Oh, that place looks like what'd you call that place? Yogurt Land. So this looks like one of those types of places that sells frozen yogurt by weight. So they have all sorts of different flavors, probably Hawaiian flavor, judging by the name of the store. But they have that stuff where you could just basically fill up your bowl as much as you want, and then you pay for the weight of it. Borosos Barber Studio. And it has one of those little twisty barber lights. Interesting. See. Lash and Beauty Store. Nail Love, Arizona. You know, this whole place just seems like it's all either bars, eateries, or health and wellness stuff. That's weird. Alright, so we got a good picture of the sign. We got to do a little bit of walking around. It's kind of a short video today, I guess. across the street is Wave Max Laundry. This used to be a 7-Eleven. It kind of made no sense to be a 7-Eleven because there's no gas station here. But it was a 7-Eleven. Now it's a Wave Max Laundry. Before the Wave Max Laundry, around the time of the pandemic, it was some sort of like midway kitchen for deliveries of food. So I don't know what ended up happening with that place, but now it's a laundry place. I kind of wanted to go across the street way over there, but I'd have to walk all the way back there. Because there's another cool building places where a shopping center, not like this, where it's kind of has a weird, not common aesthetic here in Arizona. All the buildings are like different colors. But yeah, this is Mill TownE Center. It has an E at the end of it, so I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Little bit about this place that I know of. That was it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Leave likes, comments, and subscribes. And see you guys next week for some more binaural recording sights and sound with me, your host Dan. Where we go some random place every week and see what we can record and sound with our little binaural headset stereo recording system. I'm still trying to find other places that will let me record. Like I really want to go to the Science Center, but I sent a request to see if I could record there, and I never heard anything back from them. We might just have to stealth it. But I like to do things above board, which is why it's easier to kind of come to places late at night where you can just record and not really have to worry about people around. But that is what it is. Anyway, see you guys next week. Have a good one.